welcome to today's live. Today I'm going to be talking all about emotional development, looking at what emotional development is and some fun activities that you could do at home to support your child in this important area. As always, if you've got any questions, please feel free to drop in the chat section and we'll get back to you. So emotional development is part of the personal, social and emotional development part of the early years framework, and it's where children develop an understanding of their emotions, what those feelings feel like, recognising them in other people, and also developing their self-esteem and confidence. So when your child is between 0 and 1, it's likely that they'll be showing their facial expressions, their emotions through their facial expressions. It's a good idea to introduce a mirror during tummy time. When your baby first sees themselves and for a little bit after, it's likely that they'll think that another baby is there with them. That can make them feel a range of different emotions, and they will see a range of different facial expressions that they make in the mirror as well. It's a good idea for you to do different facial expressions to your baby as well, and you can even label them. Although your child isn't talking at this stage, children will be taking in vocabulary and different words a long time before they are able to talk. So another idea for your baby is to play a game of peekaboo. That helps your child to feel a range of different emotions, from anticipation to excitement, and it's just a really nice bonding activity as well. When your child is between 1 and 3, they are feeling a range of big emotions. They need a lot of adult guidance at this stage. Children aren't born into the world knowing what emotions are and what the feeling is that emotion, so they need a lot of adult guidance. One way to do that is through modelling different things during play. You could read a range of different books, and also when you're watching programs and things like that, explain the different emotions that children or the characters are feeling. We've got a lovely song on the Twinkle Parents website, which I'm going to show you now. So this is in the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It, but it's really nice because it explains a different emotion and then different ways that emotion can be seen. But also, once you get to sad and angry, different ways that your child may self-regulate during those things, so manage their emotions as well. If you get to know this song and sing it regularly, it's likely that your child will start to understand different emotions and how they can be seen as well. It's also a good idea to, like I said earlier, to read a range of different books. So most children's books will have different emotions in them, so labelling them whilst you're reading the story. But this one from the Twinkle website is a really nice book. It explains an emotion and then different ways that emotion can be seen. So for happy, it's like smiling, dancing, singing, flapping. So explaining that although all of these children are feeling an emotion, they are showing that emotion in different ways. You could also discuss with your child how they feel when they've got that emotion, or what they do on different times if they can remember when they felt that emotion as well. This next book is really nice. It's a new one on the Twinkle website, and it's called The Feelings Fair. These are all being added into the comment section now as well. So this one starts with kind of a little overview of different emotions. At this stage, children aren't going to be able to read the words, so you could see if they can guess what emotion each child is showing. You could see if they could make that facial expression. Again, they could use a mirror, see if they can make that facial expression, and see if they can tell you any times when they felt that emotion as well. This is a nice book because it's going to the fair, but let me just show you this one. So here, all the children are on bumper cars or dodgems, but they're all feeling slightly different emotions. So Jude is anxious, Gore is bold, Prit is feeling pleased. And you can discuss what these different emotions feel like and what they mean, because it may be new vocabulary to them as well. So that will really support their vocabulary, their language and communication, and their literacy skills as well. So this one here, again, they're all on the ghost car, on the ghost train, but they're all feeling different things. So Jude is happy, but Prit's afraid. Gore's relieved. And again, talking about those different key vocabulary as well. So when your child is between 1 and 3, they are going to need, again, a lot of adult guidance. They may be feeling a range of different emotions, and they need a lot of support with you as well. So when they're 3 to 5, they may start to test the boundaries as well. This makes it really important for you to have set boundaries in place. I'm going to show you a little guide that I found really useful from the Twinkle Parents Hub. This is all about why you should set up boundaries, so boundaries with behaviour and your expectations with your little one, and also tips for setting up these boundaries. So things like being consistent and clear with your little one, ensuring that family members use the same or similar boundaries, which can really help your child to feel safe and secure as they know what to expect as well. Praising your child, working as a team within the family. And there's also a useful little activity here where you can explain and add in your own different bits to finish these sentences off. That helps you to kind of practice what you're going to use with your little one, but it's also something that you can share with other family members as well. When your child is between 3 and 5, again, it's really important to discuss emotions when you see them, so you could model them during play, but you could also play a game of emotional charades. So you could act out an emotion, see if your child can tell you what that is. That's really key in kind of getting your child to recognise emotions in others and also develop those empathy skills as well. When your child's a little bit younger, kind of like 1 to 3, it's likely that when they see another child crying, they might cry as well. And that's those kind of early stages of empathy. Another idea to support your child's emotional development is to practice some different calming activities and breathing as well. So you might practice breathing such as smelling the birthday cake and blow the birthday cake candles out. And they can do that when they feel kind of overstimulated or they just need a little bit of calming time. You could encourage your child to lay down and close their eyes, put their hands on their tummy, do that breathing, but you could tell them a calm little story as well, such as walking through the forest or being at the beach, and explain different things that they can see, hear and smell to not only support them to calm down, but that will also support their imagination skills as well. We've got another useful guide on the Twinkle Parents Hub full of different calming exercises that you could do with your little one. This includes things like distracting your mind. So some of them are a little bit advanced for children in the early years, but things like imagine your favourite place or your toy or your favourite people. Calming colouring, making a sound box so that they can release some anger or some different emotions that they're feeling. Blowing bubbles as well and thinking about the different emotions that they're going through. It's also a good idea when your child is between 3 and 5 to discuss about anger as well and explaining to your little one that everybody feels angry at some times. You could show some examples or talk about some examples of when you felt angry or bring back some memories of your child being angry as well and explain that it's a completely normal feeling that humans go through. You could do some of these different techniques with your little one. I'd recommend doing them whilst your child is calm, so that when they are angry, they've got those kind of self-regulation, managing techniques to do. So like things like pushing the wall, scribbling. These breathing technique cards are really useful. You could explain the instructions to your little one and they can have a go at moving their finger across or even a toy. Just some great ideas to encourage your child to start to manage their own emotions, which is really important, especially as they kind of get into reception as well. So that's it for emotions, but now I'm going to talk about self-esteem and confidence, which again is a really important part of emotional development. So one way you can support your child's self-esteem and confidence is by supporting their independence. So you can encourage them to do some little jobs and give them praise when they've done it really well. You can encourage them to be independent in their self-care skills. So when they're dressing or when they're using the toilet or even putting their dinner plate away, things like that. And again, giving them praise will really help to develop that self-esteem and confidence. Using positive affirmations is also an excellent way to help your child to build up that confidence. So saying things such as you are brave, you are confident, and getting your child to physically say, I am brave, I am clever, is a great way to build those early confidence and self-esteem skills, which will really support them as they get older as well. So that's it for me today, but if you are concerned about your child's emotional development or their behaviour, I'd recommend talking to your child's nursery or school and also speaking to their health visitor as well. Any questions, please drop them in the chat section and we'll get back to you. I'll be back for another live on Wednesday, all about nursery rhymes and different activities based on nursery rhymes as well. Have a fantastic day and I hope to see you there.